hope that you are doing well. I am about to head out to Bible study. I'm only able to make it to the message part this week because my son has a lingering cough, so I don't want to be out too long. But I'm excited because I feel like I need to just dive into God's word and just let that fill my mind this morning. And after that, I'm going to go thrifting. I have yet to find a thrift store that I love in California, so I'm praying this is the day because that's like one of my favorite things to do. So if I find a treasure, I will share it with you. And other than that, I think I'm just gonna have a little heart-to-heart here. I do think I'd like to do that more. We'll see. I say that and then I freak myself out, so we'll see how long that idea lasts for. But I will share a few things today that have just been on my mind, and hopefully it resonates and encourages you, or I'll just end up feeling like, wow, I am the only one. But no, I doubt it, but I don't know at the same time. But I'm gonna do all of those things today, and yeah, I don't know if this will be a 1 day or 2 day vlog, so we'll find out. But for now, let's head to Bible study. Bible study was so good. I'm so thankful that I made the time to go because I feel like getting anywhere with 5 kids has just been so tricky for me, mostly because someone's usually sick with something. So it did work out that like my husband could stay with most of our kids and that I was able to at least join for the teaching aspect. So I was going to share a couple quick notes because it was really encouraging and I felt like it was one of those things that was like exactly what I needed to hear. Oh, I also wanted to say my camera, if you see like kind of a border, my daughter accidentally knocked my camera down and I feel like something is wrong with my lens now, so I'm really sad. But it was an accident, so I understand that stuff does happen sometimes. I had it propped on something filming. This was actually a while ago. I don't know why it's acting up now, but it just like hasn't worked properly since. So it's one of those things I have to get fixed whenever I make the time. I just feel like there's so many things to do that I don't know when I'll make the time for that. But I just wanted to tell you in case you're wondering why there is sometimes like a black border around the screen. But the notes I wanted to share was to declare Psalm 23:1 as a true statement in your life. And that says that the Lord is my shepherd. I have all that I need. I felt like that was really applicable to anybody's life. But the emphasis for me was declaring it as a true statement. I think that it's so easy as a Christian, at least for myself, to hear God's word, but wholeheartedly believing it can be tricky sometimes, especially when you're in the thick of things. So for me, I want to be better at really believing and declaring God's word as truth within my life and not doubting his promises and the things that he says, because they are 100% true, and we can trust Jesus, we can trust him 100% in everything that he says. And then the last thing I wanted to share was let's see. Oh, okay. To recognize where the battle's coming from just in your life, so that you can resist the struggle and then you can rejoice in the victory that the Lord has given you. I thought that was so beautiful and encouraging because I think it's true. You need to recognize what specifically is going on in your life and kind of take inventory, like why am I maybe feeling this way, or what's going on? And then also from there, you have to take that step to resist those things that you struggle with. So recognize, where you're having a difficult time, resist it, and then from there rejoice that the Lord gave you the strength to overcome those things. And so I just wanted to share that quickly because I felt like it was such an encouragement to me, and I hope that maybe hearing that makes you feel more encouraged today too. I'm gonna head inside and have a little bit of a heart-to-heart with you. This is very difficult for me to do. I'm just gonna say that now because, yeah, I'll explain more in a moment, but I want to be more real, and And I don't want everything to like come across as perfect in my vlog, so I just want to be really open and honest with you guys, and I hope that that's received okay, and I hope that you're okay with that too. So let me head inside into my kids' room. That's where I'm filming right now, so I'm sorry you see the same location over and over, but I'm gonna head inside and then I will talk to you there. All right, into some real life stuff. Oh, I feel like I can't talk about my feelings very easily. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I kind of had this like realization that I don't want to waste anything that I go through, and because of that I want to be more open here. And that doesn't mean I share, you know, every detail, but maybe a broad kind of outline of how I'm feeling, in hopes that in turn it could encourage somebody else who might resonate with how I'm feeling and what I'm going through. And so I kind of touched on just going through a lot of anxiety recently, and I'm still very much working through it. And I think I have so many like irrational fears, and I don't know if it stems from being such a deep thinker. Like I process everything like too deeply, and just I feel like my mind doesn't shut off. And maybe it needs to sometimes. I don't know if that's just like my own flaw or what, but I just have like this irrational fear of like people like knowing me too much. And I don't really know how to explain it other than I feel like I have to present myself with stoicism throughout my life, because I'm really scared that if somebody knew my failures and my flaws and my fears, that they wouldn't like me or love me anymore. And so I just kind of go about my life trying to have it all together, even though a lot of the times I feel really broken and just not like good enough. And yeah, I don't want to talk too much. See, this is not easy for me, but I do want to share that because I don't think I'm the first person to go through life kind of feeling like you lay your head on your pillow and your mind races with all the things you could have done better or differently, or things you wish you were more like. And so I think more than anything, I just want this space to be one where you leave feeling a little bit less alone. And one of my big goals in my life is that the people that are around me, that do see me, that they would leave feeling seen and loved and understood. And if I knew that the things that I went through were able to help someone feel that way and feel less alone, and to realize for themselves that they don't walk through things in isolation, then I think a lot of the pain that I've felt in my own life wouldn't feel so burdensome. And so that's why I wanted to share that, is as much as I do like sharing crafts and things that we're up to and recipes. Those are things that I love and I enjoy. I think there's this fragility in life that is often overlooked or not shared, and I think there's wisdom in not oversharing. But I also think maybe there's this need in social media to be a bit more vulnerable for the sake of other people hurting. And so maybe I will weave these kind of things in my vlogs, and maybe you won't feel like you go through things by yourself, and maybe I will feel like I don't go through things by myself because there's people who understand me as well. So I just wanted to share that, and that's something I'm working through. Like even right now my heart is pounding because I don't even think I've said that to anyone except like my husband. I have a lot of irrational fears. Fears of being alone, fears of just so many things. So we'll just save that for another day. But I don't want to like live my life feeling like my mind is like this cage. So I'm just trying to be better at being a little more open and not being so afraid of everything and what people think and what they would think of me and if they would like me or love me or you know, or maybe think the worst of me, whatever. It just I need to not care so much. But I just hope that you realize wherever you're at in life, you don't go through things alone. You don't go through things in isolation because no one's ever walked that road before. And I think that's kind of a freeing thought, to realize you're not the only one. So that's kind of the point of this. But on to the next. I'm gonna go thrifting right now. I'm trying to find a good thrift store in California. It has not happened yet, but I'm sure it will eventually. So I'm gonna try a couple that I found that had good ratings. Man, I had the best one in Tennessee, so I feel like I'm a little biased, but I'm gonna check this one out and just kind of have a moment outside of the home. My husband's home today, so it's kind of like my chance to get out into the world. So I'm gonna head out and I will, I'll show you what it looks like, and hopefully I'll find a little treasure to take home. Thrift store, very much to my surprise, because it was more of a thrift store that had a lot of clothing. Very clean though, so I did appreciate that. But I found this basket, which I'm aware is not everyone's style, but here's the thing. I really like when there's unique ways to have storage, especially with having a household of 7 people. So like, I could totally use this for toys for my kids. And there's like all this storage, which is so cool. One of the things I like to do with baskets, that like, because this has a bit of an orange undertone, which is not my preference, so I have like found this hack to bleach them using bleach and water, and it lightens the color of your basket. So I'm gonna do that semi soon, because it does need to be in the sun afterwards, and we have had crazy rain, hail, and even snow today, which is like unheard of here. So the weather is not complying to that craft at the moment, but in the meantime, I have this little cutie now. And then I did get this shirt for Kinsley. It's actually way too big currently, but I really liked it. I thought it was really cute. It has little teddy bears and a really cute collar, and I liked the back too. It kind of goes down further with a ruffle, so I figured that was worth getting and holding on to, because it was just a couple dollars. And yeah, that was it. That was the only things I felt were worth bringing home with me. But I'm really happy that I found that basket, because that's just something I had wanted for quite some time. Also, a little bit random, I just got tennis shoes, and I never wear like sneakers and high tops and that sort of thing. So I felt a little out of my element, because I don't ever want to dress like not my age. I just want to age gracefully. So I'm 30, so I don't ever want to try to dress like I'm like 20 or something. So I'll show you them. My dad and my husband gave me the green light that I could wear them, but I just feel a little bit funny, but they are cute. So I hope that it's I hope they're okay. That's what they look like. But yeah, so those are my new sneakers. I will link them, but yeah, I'm just getting used to them. I'm at the stage in my life where I just want to be comfortable, so oversized Sweatshirts are like my favorite. Leggings, sneakers, that's like, I could live in that forever and be happy. So very random though, but I'm going to go downstairs. I really want to make cupcakes, so that's what I'm gonna do. And I will show you like my all-time favorite chocolate cake recipe. So incredible, and I will probably never use another recipe because it's that good. I just made a huge mistake. I added a whole cup of coffee instead of a teaspoon of coffee to the cupcakes. So stay tuned if I just completely ruin this recipe. I added extra flour. Hopefully it'll help to like even it out, but I'm not so sure. It was so messy trying to get it into the cupcake holders, so we'll see. Oh my goodness. 3, 2, 1, cupcake. Okay, so we're gonna find out if having too much coffee is a very bad thing or if it tastes fine still since I butchered it. I will leave the normal original recipe below, but for now, the dessert for tonight is at stake, so we need to find out if this is gonna work out tonight. So I have Haven here to taste test. Would you take a bite, please? Is it good, or is it like, does it taste like coffee? Or no? Or just chocolate?
Both.
It tastes like, okay, Kaden, take a bite. Whoa. Is it good? Yeah. Does it taste like coffee at all? Or no? Just chocolate? Oh, good. Okay, so would you eat this again? Yes, Haven? All right, yay. I just had a cupcake. I loved it. I could taste the coffee a little bit. It was fine though. But I do think it kind of messed up the consistency. So that's okay. It was great. The frosting totally saved the cupcake in my opinion. It's so good. So if you like chocolate cake, just make this recipe. It is so delicious. But I'm gonna go ahead and end the vlog here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, for like allowing me to have a space where I can kind of ease my way into being more comfortable to share like the deeper parts of my life. I really appreciate that everyone in this space has always been so kind. I've told my husband that many times, like everyone on YouTube has been so nice to me, and that was very unexpected. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here. It has just meant so much to me. So I am going to get my kids to bed, but I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will see you all soon. Bye.